Hello YouTube, welcome back. We're playing a little bit of Dwarf Fortress. This is of course my Parallel Worlds fort, still ongoing. I don't know what episode number it is, but it's somewhere like 5, 6, maybe 4, possibly 7. Who knows, it's in that ballpark. The fortress is currently under some kind of outside pressure. We have an Etin roaming around. I'm going to have to zoom in a bit because frankly this window is diddy. I fixed the offset problem, but unfortunately it means I'm running it in a 1080 window on a 4K monitor, which is quite small, about a quarter of the screen. Well, actually pretty much precisely a quarter of the screen real estate, but hey, we'll live, we'll survive. So where's our Etin? Where's our little intruder? He's knocking around somewhere, being a bit of an old bad boy, smacking people up. And I'm hoping that he's been taken out, or at least lured towards the cage traps. I think we were using perhaps a foolish technique of... oh, there he is, just underneath the tavern's unfinished wall. Or, well, the wall's finished, it's the roof and floor that's not done. Yeah, I was trying to lure him into the traps by turning off and on again the alarm that takes them all down to the warren in the dining hall. But unfortunately, burrow, sorry, getting confused there. But sadly, it doesn't appear to have really worked. We've had him move, or her, them, they, there's two of them. Is it two? Are there two? Is an Etin... It's not important. It's not important. Let's have a little look here. So we've been trying to lure them in. It's not really worked so far. They've pretty much ruined our llama population and killed a few people. However, it has to be said that the population of the fortress is still pretty good. I'm looking over at Dwarf Therapist here and I'm seeing we've got 99 adults, 23 children and 7 vulnerable babies. So, I mean, it's nice having the microphone this close. I quite like it. I don't have to enunciate so much. Well, I have to enunciate, but I don't have to speak so loudly. Let's take a look over at Dwarf Therapist, shall we? Let's scooch over there and take a peek at what's going on. You might notice things look a little bit different on this screen. Not hugely, but a little bit, because I had to reconstruct it after I figured out why the offset wasn't working. Anyway, let's have a little look here. Who have we got? We've got some tiny text here. This is bonkers. I may need to do something about this. Oh my god, 4K. It's cool, but that text is small. I'm looking here and I'm not seeing anything particularly exciting. We've got our 3 vampires. Didn't we have 4? Yeah, we've got 4. We've got 4 vampires, which apparently in this world is a big thing. I don't know if I mentioned it up before or after I pressed record, but Master Nato, one of the live viewers who's recently joined us, has got a copy of the Legends files, and he's been having a little browse through and noted that the world has something of a vampire issue. Apparently there's a kingdom of elves somewhere in the north which has been habitually overrun by vampires and weird creatures in their noble lineages. And there is, I think this kingdom of dwarves that we're a part of actually has quite a history of vampiric kings. Apparently one of our vampires in the fortress, the one we've renamed to Vamp, there he is, he won a foot race against that king at some point. But that king is no longer in power because they kind of noticed he wasn't aging and he had to go on the run. And in the end, apparently, he was torn apart by human beings, which is interesting. You know, what a way to go. Another thing that I need to mention here, beyond the vampires, is that it's been noted also from these Legends excursions that there is apparently something up religiously in the fortress. So this session we're probably going to be taking a look at the gods of the fort and seeing what's going on, because I don't really know what that could mean. I didn't think religion played too big a part in the game at the moment. It was just something that dwarves, you know, picked and went, I like this god, I like this god. But, you know, from the tone of the way it was said in the Discord, maybe it's going to be an issue. I don't know. Luckily, we're on our way to producing our first temple just over here. If we take a peek. Come on, scoundrel. There we go. If we take a peek here, we've got the flooring in over the top of the volcano with our 4 magma pits. We've built a wall around the perimeter, and although we haven't roofed it off or properly floored the whole thing, we've still got a load of exposed soil and clay. We are getting close to it. We've got a wall being built up here, which should make it difficult to climb across. Are we going to have it open to the sky, I wonder? That's something I'm thinking about, because we could, please excuse me, I'm just about to have a bite of toast. You're right, Ostap. On 2 counts. The vampires have not yet been sacrificed, but we're building a temple in that service. Excuse me. And also, our dwarves did start shooting at the Etin. That drove it away from the traps. You're right, I'd forgotten about that. Okay, so this fortress here, of course, sorry, this area here around the volcano is, of course, going to be a temple dedicated to the volcano god, the temple god. That's a stupid thing to say. We've got a statue being built here. We're waiting for someone to haul it into place, but once it's done, this is going to be a temple. And I think, rather than roofing it over, I'm just going to wall up round it until nobody can get in without falling a lethal depth. And then we'll leave the sky open, because that kind of evokes the idea of a volcano, right? That's what's happening there. If we leave it open, it's like the temple itself is constructed in a manner to sort of evoke ideas of volcanism. Fingers crossed. I mean, maybe it will end up being shite, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we could even try and build it so that the sides slope in until it ends up, the only way you can get in is by falling through a hole in the top, which will basically plop you in the lava or splatter you on one of the walkways. Maybe. I've left you in therapy stuff, sorry, I do apologise. There we go, we're back where we should be. So yes, I was going to say here is the fortress I was talking about. There's the statue that's going to be the centre of the temple. We've got a wall being built around the perimeter, and I'm kind of thinking of just building the wall very high and then leaving this area being the only way you can get in from above. Of course, we're going to dig a tunnel through to here so you can actually access the volcano temple. But right now, that's further down the line. Let's look away from our sacrificial temple quickly and go over here and think about what we're going to do with the Etin. Now, we did send the military after him. Unfortunately, he ripped through them like a piece of wet tissue paper. So now we have nobody with any level of training or probably even weapon skill. It's definitely going to be a tall order to have people go out and attack him. Did the traders leave? Didn't we have... Oh no, the traders must have gone out and attacked it, which means they've also lost their lives in the fray. I've never had this much trouble with an Etin before. Maybe we just need to overwhelm it with a Cryptbeards rush. I tell you what, we'll put it to a poll, of course. I don't want to just foolhardily run straight in and destroy everything. I'm going to run a poll, and I am going to ask whether or not we should Cryptbeards rush the Etin. How do I do that? Here we go, manage poll. New poll. Question. Should I Yes, right. Beards rush. Can I fit the Etin in? The Etin. I can. Question mark. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting lost in my little reverie here. No, there we go. Let's start the poll up. We're not going to do it for 2 minutes. We're going to do it for 1 minute. I think 5 of you can marshal yourselves to respond to the poll within a minute. Let's do it. There you go. That should be appearing at the top of chat. I see it. I see it. Right, and then in a minute we'll know the answer of whether or not we are going to rush the bastard. Because, of course, the bastard may need rushing. Sometimes you just can't get away with using military might. You've just got to draft everyone in the population. Ostap, are you not familiar with the concept of the Cryptbeards rush? Well, the minute's ticking away. The idea of a Cryptbeards rush is you just draft everybody into the military and you send them all in to attack unarmed. It is surprisingly effective as a military technique. And I mean, like, we have saved a number of fortresses. You could call it the Cryptbeards' signature move. We've killed bears, wolves. We've done it to were creatures and miraculously had the fort survive afterwards. What else have we killed? I think we've done forgotten beasts as well. I don't know if we've done a titan with the Cryptbeards rush, but I mean, we've had a few really good wrestlers, and you get a good wrestler in there, they grapple them a bit, and then suddenly everyone else is like doing the whole Neo in the Matrix punching, you know, all that kind of jazz, which is good. I like Neo in the Matrix ones. Well, that's a resounding no. Oh my goodness. The flavour of the stream appears to have changed during the daytime. Normally, everyone's all in for Cryptbeards rushing, but not this time. Not this time. I shall, I shall take a little bite of toast just to allow this unusual democratic result to sink in. Hello, Elite. Excuse the crunching. I apologise. I'll lean away from the mic. Yum yum. Could have muted it, of course, but I didn't. I'm saying yum yum, but look at this. Me and Kel have very different toast preferences. I mean, she likes hers. She doesn't consider it toasted until there's some black on the surface. And for me, when that happens, I consider it burnt. I like toast to be a nice, even, light brown, about the colour the crust was before toasting across the surface. That's what I like. You know, sometimes I even like just a hint of untoastedness in the middle of the toast. You know, like the outer crust forms, and then you've got that soft section in the middle. I like that. Not all of my toast needs to be like Melba toast. But hey, people's toast tastes are different. Your toast tastes may vary, and I accept that. That's perfectly all right. It's one of the things I will accept about someone thinking differently than I do. Let's have a little look. Oh, I said hello. Hello, Elite. Right, we had enough toast. Let's get back into the business of the stream. We're not going to Cryptbeards rush, so I need to think of another method for dealing with this Etin, which is causing serious problems. I fear that without the Cryptbeards rush, we may end up in a Cyclops conga line situation again. You remember last Fortress? There was a load of corpses around that Cyclops, and the Fortress just lined up every dwarf one by one in a giant conga line, walked down towards the Cyclops, and got battered to death. And I fear that we're going to get taken apart in dribs and drabs again. There's strength in numbers, but chat has spoken. The poll has been taken, and we'll have a little look. Well, Elite, we already have the hallway of traps. Let's demonstrate. There you go. However, none of the bait has been taken. Excuse me. The Etin seems resolutely uninterested in any kind of bait that I put forward. Although, having said that, the main bait I've used is just turning off the burrow, having all the dwarves rush out to pick up the corpses, and then turning it back on so they rush back in again. And as you can see, we're midway through this process. There are a couple of dwarves still outside, including one of our masons. Please don't be one of our good masons. Oh no, Fuzzy Logic is actually one of our good masons, isn't he? Isn't he the best? Let's have a look. He's the best around. Nothing's ever gonna get him down. LMNOP. No, that's not right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, F. There he is, Fuzzy Logic. He's a very good mason. He's level 16. Legendary +3. Oh, sorry. 18. Not 16. Level 18. No, please don't die, Fuzzy. Hopefully he'll have picked up some pick skills and be able to put his mining implement into one of the Cyclops' Etin's heads. One of the Cyclops' heads. Can you get a Cyclops Etin? Does it count as a Cyclops? Because then it's technically got 2 eyes. I suppose you could have one double-eyed and one single-eyed, which would make a Triclops overall, but... Anyway, let's unpause the action and see what happens. Let's see what goes on with the Etin. Okay, the dwarves are bombing it back to the fort. They're doing good. Now they're fleeing. Here we go. Someone's coming out to the front, and bosh! Shoot him. Where's he gone? I saw a dwarf, I saw a bolt, and I didn't see much else. Let's zoom in on the action. Have a little peeky poo. In fact, let's have a little look at the combat reports and see how that went. The flying bronze arrow misses the Etin. The Etin rolls away from the flying bronze arrow. Stray llama tame has been slaughtered. Why is that in the combat logs for this Etin? The Etin rolls away from the flying bronze arrow. The Etin scrambles away from the flying, bronze arrow. Okay, so far so good. Arrow's shooting. Is he coming in? No, don't shoot him from there. Oh, someone's charged up. Someone's going to get their head caved in, which is not ideal. Whoa, look at that lad. He came bowling in wearing leopard leather trousers. Oh my. Like some kind of 40k noise marine. And this guy was just in an alpaca wool loincloth, much more modestly dressed. Goodness. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm going to use the full stop key to advance frame by frame and see where the action takes us. If I go up a floor as well, we should see there's our dwarf carrying a baby, of course. I mean, what combat outfit is complete without being accessorized with a newborn. I mean, it's just not real if you don't have a newborn on your back. You can't fight properly without a babby. Someone's found Saxul Stakudkithang, or Thag. He's been killed, more than likely just by the Etin there. Is our hunter going to fire again? I'm presuming that's a hunter. They're charging in. They're charging in. Please tell me that baby is strapped to your back and not in your hands being used as some kind of bludgeoning tool. That is not going to be useful to us. Let's check the Etin's combat logs. Hello. I'm seeing a lot of red. That's not great. Shakes the hunter around by the right cheek and the skull collapses. Hello? Excuse me. Let's have a little look at what we've got going on here. Back up to the top. Okay, she's got a legendary item as a weapon. Hello, Druid's Mead. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Clearly, Hideo Kojima took inspiration for the bridge babies from Dwarf Fortress. More than likely. I imagine he saw a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play and went, Hi, so des. And that was it. It was in. Bridge baby was born. What have we got here? So, basically the hunter didn't hit it once. Let's try and find the exciting parts. Somewhere down here. Okay. The Etin strikes the hunter in the left lower arm with her Esutthek, and the injured part is crushed. An artery has been opened by the attack. The force bends the left elbow, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, and tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. The Etin strikes the hunter in the head with her Nekolstizash, whatever, with her weapon, bruising the muscle through the alpaca wool hood. The hunter has been stunned. The force twists the neck, tearing apart the skin and bruising the fat, and bruising the upper spine's nervous tissue. A tendon in the upper spine has been bruised. The Etin strikes the hunter in the left upper arm with her Ninnersepshos, bruising the bone through the alpaca wool cloak. The force twists the left shoulder, bruising the muscle and bruising the muscle. The hunter misses the Etin. The Etin strikes the hunter in the lower body with her thingy, bruising the muscle and bruising the pancreas through the alpaca wool cloak. Ooh, bruised pancreas. Not good. That's going to trouble their insulin production. Can you get diabetic dwarves? Is the simulation so deep? The Etin strikes the hunter in the upper body with her other weapon. How many fucking named weapons has this Etin got? Bruising the muscle and bruising the right lung through the alpaca wool cloak. The Etin strikes the hunter in the upper body with her other named weapon. So many named weapons. Here we go. The hunter is having more trouble breathing. The hunter misses the Etin. The Etin scrambles away from the flying bronze arrow. The Etin strikes the fisher dwarf in the left hand with her thingy, and the injured part explodes into gore. An artery has been opened by the attack. The force twists the left wrist, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, and tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. The fisher dwarf misses the Etin. The Etin strikes the fisher dwarf in the head with her thingy, and the injured part is crushed. An artery has been opened by the attack. The hunter misses the Etin. The Etin strikes the hunter in the lower body with her thingamajig, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts through the alpaca wool cloak. The hunter looks sick. The Etin bites the hunter in the right cheek, and the injured part is ripped into loose shreds. The Etin latches on firmly. Ooh, this is getting graphic. The hunter misses the Etin. Get away from me! The Etin shakes the hunter around by the right cheek, and the skull collapses. A tendon in the skull has been torn. Saxul Stakudukadakadugus has been found dead. It's a tragedy. It's a true tragedy. Let's have a little look here. Is the Etin really capable of being the fort's undoing? I don't know. I've never had this much trouble with one before. Druid's Mead says, Etins are soft as shite. A few wrestlers can do one in. Yeah, we don't have any... we don't have any good combat dwarves. We had some dwarves with a little bit of combat skill in a military unit who were brutally crushed. Absolutely ruined last episode. So, I mean, I proposed a Cryptbeards rush, but we took a poll in chat and they unanimously, of both the votes, said no. So, for now, it's off the table. I mean, the situation may change, things may get more dire, and so maybe we will end up doing a Cryptbeards rush, but we'll see how it goes. Please excuse my toast eating. I'm just going to mute the microphone for a second so you don't have to endure the crunchy sounds. There we go, mostly done. All the mastication completed. Tidy says, scoundrel ASMR stream when? I don't know. I suppose we could do some cuddy noises. If you don't like that kind of thing, put your fingers in your ears for a couple of seconds, because I'm going to go... Apologies to all the people who've been sick. Anyway, hello Tidy, welcome back to the stream. And hello Joseph Rue, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Pleasure to have you here. Okay, so let's get back into the fortress and stop looking at this combat report, because frankly, although it's interesting, although the idea of someone being bitten on the cheek so badly it shreds the tissue and then swung around so hard that their skull collapses is an interesting visual image, I don't think it's helping us, and it's not going to allow us to build any strategies up. Now, presumably, this is not the hunter who's been bitten. No, this is Adil Niskakaksen, the bow dwarf, with Ast, their dwarven baby. Now, this is worrying. I mean, sure, The Mandalorian and, what's his name, Wolf and Cub, and various media franchises and things like that have trained us to root for the man with the baby or the person with the baby and believe them to be capable of winning. But I suspect this Etin is capable of killing both the parent and the child in a single blow. We shall see. We shall see. Let's use the old full stop button on the numpad to advance slowly and see what's going on. Come on. Come on. I think this bow dwarf is actually... not one of our residents. Oh, sorry, not one of our citizens, but just a resident of the fortress who technically came here to fight monsters. So, living up to their skills, I'm not... Okay, they're not dead yet. There's blood on the floor. Let's have a look at the combat reports and see what that suggests. Blue shreds. The Etin strikes the bow dwarf in the lower body with her thingamajig, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. The bow dwarf attacks the Etin, but she scrambles away, strikes the bow dwarf in the upper body, bruising the muscle, jamming the left false ribs through the liver and tearing the liver. Okay. Okay, she's a liver down. She? He? I can't tell. Let's hold over the mouse. Does it tell us? It doesn't. It doesn't tell us. I'll have a look in the old... when have I ever cared that much about whether dwarves are boys or girls before? I don't. Let's not look in Dwarf Therapist. Let's just let this advance. Come on. Pray for baby. Pray for baby, everybody. Hands together, heads down. Unless your monitor's higher up, in which case keep looking. Let's advance. Another one, 2, 3. Oh, hello. Is that dead? No, it's still alive. Okay. Managing to survive, if not thrive. We've got a farmer coming in for some reason. I don't know what this dunderheads thinks he's going to do. Maybe he's picked up some farming implements. Oh, we've got a twofer. We've got a twofer. Let's check that combat report again and see what's going on. Okay. We've made it to the 3rd page of things like that, of combat reports. What have we got down here? The liver bruised. Fisher dwarf found dead. Etin strikes the bow dwarf in the left lower leg with her thingamajig, bruising the bone through the short fin Mako sharp leather high boot. Very fashionable. The force twists the left knee, tearing apart the muscle, bruising the bone, blah blah blah. Bow dwarf misses. Struck in the lower body. Strikes the bow dwarf in the left hand and the injured part explodes into gore. Bow dwarf misses. Strikes the bow dwarf in the left ear, part crushed. Bends the head. Oh, God. I mean, nobody needs a bent head. That's got to be painful. Etin punches the bow dwarf in the left hand with the right hand, shattering the bone through the sea lamprey leather left mitten. The force bends the left wrist, shattering the bone, shattering the bone. Okay. All right. Okay. I think the bow dwarf is in... Well, they're dead. That's basically what it is. Uh-oh. The Etin is now standing on the baby and the bow dwarf, so presumably over the top pummeling, perhaps? The farmer appears to be doing nothing. Let's advance a few stages. Let's wait for somebody to die. We've got another dwarf charging in. They think they've got what it takes, but I don't think they have. The farmer appears to be bleeding now. We're seeing more blood on the floor. Let's go to the combat reports, have a little peeky poo. We're on to the 4th page. This is getting a bit long, and I'm still seeing a lot of red. The bow dwarf misses the Etin, the farmer misses the Etin. Bow dwarf misses the Etin, the farmer misses. The farmer misses, the farmer misses. I was attacked. Most shocking. Dear oh dear. The bow dwarf has been found dead. The farmer's been punch. No, struck in the left upper leg. Bending the hip. Ooh, yeah, I have turned the bloody alert back on, haven't I? Let's just check that's the case. Yeah, no, everybody's being pulled back into Burrow 2. So I really don't know why these lads are out here charging about. Hopefully, they'll give a bit of cover for old Fuzzy to get back inside the fort. Has Fuzzy made it? I don't know. Where is he? Come on, Fuzzy Mandius, where are you? I don't see him outside, but that may just mean he's been converted into a corpse. Let's do a quick search to make sure Fuzzy's not dead. He's not dead. He's constructing a rock slab currently. Oh, Jesus, he's right outside. Come on, Fuzzy. Play safe. Play safe. Right, we're going to unpause. We're not just going to advance frame by frame. Are you ready? Unpause, and pretty sure that baby's dead. Let's press R. I've noted a piece of bone here flying off. Flying off? What is that? Is that a piece of bone? Someone's upper front teeth. Ugh. Not a good sign. Let's check how it all played out. The Fisher Dwarf, the Etin. Here we go. We're on 6 pages of combat logs now. Let's have a look at page 5. Miss. Farmer's been knocked unconscious. Etin strikes the Fisher Dwarf in the left hand. We've got a lot of hands exploding into gore. They must be putting it up into sort of like defensive mode, and then the weapon, whatever that thing is, goes and just plows through them. Fisher Dwarf misses the Etin. Fisher Dwarf misses the Etin. The Etin strikes the dwarven baby in the head, and the injured part explodes into gore. Okay, well, let's not dwell on that too long. We knew it was happening. We knew what was going on. I'm going to take a quick second to refresh Dwarf Therapist and see how many of our 99 adults, 23 children and 7 vulnerable babies that we've lost. Let's have a little look. We now have 94 adults, 23 children and 6 vulnerable babies, which, you know, are very vulnerable and run the risk of being killed by this Etin very simply. So, these people don't appear to be obeying the rules of the burrow. Look at them. They're all heading out here. They're being little dickens. Why? Why do you charge towards the Etin when this trap corridor is so good? It's going to stop him. It's going to stop him. He's a wood burner. I don't think he's particularly useful, so maybe we'll just let him... We'll let him go. What about you? What do you do? Etelite, don't you get killed. You're a namey. You're supposed to survive, to bring glory to the name of the viewer watching. We've got Bomric Helmgolds here, creator of women? Femininity? Comma? Creator of comma? Okay, let's unpause it. Let's see what happens. Come on. Here it goes. Etin fights another guy. Guy obviously dead. Etin needs to come round here. Come on, Etin. Etin gone. Where Etin? Uh-oh. Oh dear, I don't see the Etin at all. Let's go to the U screen, go to Udders, as Jin used to say, and then, oh, we've got a ghost. That's great. There's the Etin. Let's zoom to the Etin. Oh, it's right there. Holy shit. It's only 1 floor up, waiting to pounce on anyone going through the entryway. What a bastard. What an absolute bastard. Oh, it's coming through the corridor. Okay. Right, people stop rushing it. If you could just stop charging in, that would be fucking brilliant. Apparently the medical team have decided that it's time to charge in, and they've brought some babies with them for good measure, just in case. You know, you wouldn't want to run out of fucking babies on the battlefield. Can we set them to not charge in or something? Is something going on? The Etin's grinding XP. Yeah, I did borrow the dwarves. Maybe I should turn the thing off and on again. That might work. Military alerts. So... I looked at the A to the left of it and thought it was an alert that was on. Oh, fucking idiot. No, I haven't borrowed my dwarves Ocelot. I haven't. You're quite right. They are. If they're not dead, they're quadriplegic. Quadraspaz on a life plug, I believe, is the term. Don't worry, I'm not worried. I'm just disappointed in myself. That's what I feel. Disappointed. Shields made of babies, Beardster. Now there's an interesting notion. I mean, you would need them to be pretty thick to stop a decent sword blow, but I feel like you've got enough sort of like flesh on the frame. That weapon's going to stick in it, and they're going to have a hard time pulling it out. Although that might work better if you sort of make it out of deboned laminate babies. So you take the babies, remove all the hard parts, which you can use for the frame of the shield, I suppose, and then compress them down so that the layers of meat are one on top of the other, and then each separate layer has a chance to form a suction pocket, an air pocket, around the weapon being thrust into the shield. I mean, obviously, you lose the psychological edge against your enemy that you would have if the babies were alive on the shield, because that screaming would be very, very distracting. But, you know, maybe not the best material. I feel like steel may have a better protective value. But we'll see. Maybe if I can make a shield out of babies, not IRL, that would be illegal, and deeply immoral. But, you know, in Dwarf Fortress, if we can figure out how to do it, let's do it. Let's do it. What else are babies good for otherwise? I mean, nothing. Let's have a little look here. Hello, Cupo. Welcome to the stream. Again, thanks for joining us. That's a nice emote. Ha turtle dove. Limited time only. Very excited. Exciting, rather. Okay. Dwarven babies are mostly tough beard hair. Oh, that should make sense. That should make sense. Anyway, enough of this. I'm getting distracted now. Let's go back into the game and watch as the dwarves all run for cover. Except not because they've decided they're going to charge in. No, we need that baby llama to survive. We need to repopulate. What's going on here? Get that baby out of there. Come on, bait baby, you can do it. Baby... I was going to say baby bait to the tune of Baby Shark, but unfortunately... Oh, no, you stupid child. Run over the traps. That's what you've got to do. Run over the traps. Who's this geezer? That's it. Bait. Bait. We're baiting. No. You with the purple rock. Stop. Oh, these children are so useless. Oh, you died. Oh, that was totally unexpected. Running past an Etin like that. I'm shocked. Fuzzy's on the way. What do we do? I think we're going to try turning off the burrow and then turning it back on again. Okay, burrow off. Fuzzy can go back to what he was doing. Oh, no, don't kite him back out of the fortress. Okay, we've got someone coming in. He's going to get spotted. Stop. Now we turn it back on again. This is so dumb. Shit. There we go. Civilians to burrows, please. Everybody in. Except Fuzzy. I want you to stay wherever the fuck you are. Let's pause it and find the Etin. There it is up there. It's gone back up to jump down on people again. What a fucking prick. Oh, don't wander off up the hillside. Crap. We've beansed it. Right, let's just check the damage on the fortress. We had 94 adults, 23 children, and 6 vulnerable babies. However, I feel like the baby population is going down rapidly. They seem to be the combat accessory du jour, and as such, not lasting very well. Oof, we've lost 2 babies. We've only got 4 left. 86 adults, 22 children, and 4, say it with me, vulnerable babies. There we go. My plan didn't work. Using the ebb and flow of burrow activation and deactivation didn't produce the wave pattern of dwarves required to lure the Etin onto the traps. Oh, this is very bad. Very, very, very bad. Etin's out the way. Have I left the alert on? I have. Let's leave it on for a minute, see if Fuzzy can make his way into safety. But we're also going to have a little look at the Etin and check. There we go. That we're not... We're not endangering Fuzzy. Okay, this is interesting. It's wandering away from the fortress proper and has headed out into an area where it may not see any dwarves. Oh well, so much for that. Looks like we had somebody there. There appears to be some combat going on, but it's lasting a while, isn't it? Is that a human? Let's pause it and take a look at the combat logs, because that human is taking... The human bowman, Palath Lipislada, is fighting. Oh, okay, let's have a look. We'll look through the eyes of the Etin. The Etin strikes the human bowman in the left upper arm with her Rosalind, and the injured part is smashed into the body. An unrecognisable mass. I've not seen that before. Well, it turns out this human is about as useful as a chocolate teapot, so we'll unpause again, allow that to play out, and hopefully... What is this dwarf doing? Why are you up the side of the hill? That makes no sense. Oh, somebody just lure it back over the traps. Surely it must have taken some damage. Let's... Okay, it looks like it's stopped here for a minute. Everything's going along. I'm going to click on it and check its wounds. Is it actually injured? Oh! Oh no, it's stressed. Oh, what have we done? Have we stressed the poor Etin out? I'm going to stress it out and fucking rip it to pieces. I hope we make it into furniture. Fucking Etin. I ask. Really? Really? So that's 12 dead, says Druid's Mead. Failing to go to brown alert. They didn't go to brown alert in time. What they needed to do was go to brown alert immediately, but they just sauntered in and out of the fortress as slowly as they could and then started attacking it for some reason. Don't put traps around a corner. That's quite a good observation, Elate. I quite like that as an idea. I think we will have traps in the initial straight corridor. That makes sense. It makes sense. Make a burrow especially for him. I presume you mean for Fuzzy. Yes, that's not a bad idea, actually. I should do that. Keep him out of the way. A special burrow just for babies and biters called Neverland or something. Shimon. Is it possible to butcher the babies for dwarf bone and leather? No, we can't. You can't butcher babies. You can't even throw them in the volcano. And, you know, I would have thought that if you're going to make sacrifices to the volcano or to anything, you want to make the most potent sacrifices. And surely a baby is a really potent sacrifice. I mean, we'd have to ask the Aztecs. They're the experts. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll try and find one. Can you lure the Etin into the volcano as we intended to do with the vampires? I don't see a way. I mean, if he gets caught in a trap, he's going in the volcano. There's no doubt about it. He's going to get dumped straight in that magma, and good riddance. Well, maybe we should beat him up a bit first. Use him for combat training. That sounds dangerous. That sounds like a good way to basically turn your military training program into an execution program. Let's not do that. Put Fuzzy in a squad and station him somewhere. That's not the worst notion. However, I think that giving him his own... oh, I love this song. Giving him his own burrow is probably a better move. Let's find him first. Is he in or is he out? Where's Fuzzy? Show me the fuzz. Come on, Fuzzy, my lad. Where are you? Oh! He's inside. He's made it in. No need to panic. Fuzzy's on the interior. We're all good. We're all good. However, we got a lot of corpses to clean up. I feel like I should turn off and watch the Etin while we get these corpses on board. Indoors, not on board. Burrow to alert off, and then we'll go find old Etin heads. Go all 2 head. Let's find you and let's follow you and unpause. Right, you stay on that cliff. You stay on that cliff and you ignore all of my sweet, sweet boys and girls. You let them live. Let my dwarfies go. Or fall off that cliff. That would be nice. If you could break at least one of your necks, I would be happy. Come on, people. Don't disturb the Etin. He's heading for the... If we can lure it onto that little walkway in the middle, it might actually dodge to its death, although I feel like other dwarves will probably dodge to their death as well. Maybe not optimal. Oh, he's heading towards the gates. bits, as Phil Anselmo would say. He's already killed somebody. How's the corpse situation? Have we cleared anybody up? Have we moved any deaders out? Fuck no. Barely any corpses have been moved. Right, if we turn the alert back on again, hopefully this will lure our little two-headed intruder in. Two-headed intruder? Sounds very much like a sex toy, doesn't it? Or at least a brand name of sex toy. Not, you know, not a generic one. That's crazy. Let's... Nope, it's not that screen. It's this screen. Let's go back and look at our pain in the arse. Pain in the necks. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. No, what is this? Why are these people not adhering to the alert? Oh, somebody looking weird died there. Everybody please. Jesus fucking wet. We've probably lost Fuzzy in this little fracas, haven't we? Follow. No, everybody in. That's it. Follow. 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 Be lured. Be lured. Okay, okay. We're undoing it. We're undoing it. Here, here it comes. Let's put some more bait out. Let's put some more bait out. Here comes the bait. We be baiting. We be baiting. Come on. Come on. No, you outside fucker. Don't do it. Don't do it. Back inside. Okay, okay. Now turn the alert back on. This is just so clunky. Somebody's probably given a perfect solution to this in chat already, and I'm... Oh, there goes another baby llama. And a dog. Llama, llama, run past the traps. You, run for it. Get it. That's it. He's going. He's going. Chase, chase, pursuit, pursuit. Round the corner. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go on an adventure. A dog walked up. No, you tree-cutting tit! It's alright, he didn't get seen. He didn't get seen. What are all these people outdoors for? What on earth? Okay, okay, we're going to get there. We're going to survive. We're going to survive this night. We're going to survive. The problem is still getting the Etin caught in one of the traps. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. A female Etin is too busy shopping in your trade station. Oh my goodness. My goodness, maybe that's the case. I don't know. I don't know, but I have definitely met some male non-Etins who can shop for bloody their country. I mean, oh my goodness. Personally, not a fan of the old shopping experience, but hey. Have we all done our Christmas shopping? Has everybody done their Christmas shopping? Got all your stuff? I haven't. I've got one more to get. To be honest, it's the only one I'm getting, but you know, still there. I mean, if you haven't done Christmas shopping, you may be interested to get a boot on and do it at Amazon, and then tell them I sent you through their hallowed commercial gates by using my link. That would be cool, wouldn't it? But maybe you're already done. You've done your Christmas shopping. Of course you have. As if you'd leave it this late. Right, let's. What are we doing? I don't want this. I don't want the external bait boys giving us problems. Let me just read the dwarves again and check. Oh, we're down to 76 adults, 21 children, and we still have 4 vulnerable babies. Isn't that nice? Oh yes, also Tacoma Games, great place to buy Christmas presents, especially if you live in or around Tacoma City. There you go. Christmas shopping does feel like a side quest, very much, and a fucking boring fetch quest one at that. What are those green circles in the corridor? The spike traps? No, they're cage traps. Ostap. They're going to capture the Etin. Close the bridge and let the Etin there. Oh, Joseph, you sweet summer child. as if we've hooked that bridge up to a lever yet. Come on. You've been watching for at least how long? Let's have a look at how long I've been streaming for. At least 20-30 minutes. You must have noticed that this is a very poorly executed fort. You must have. You must have. Anyway, let's get back in there and see if it actually did get linked up. Let's have a peek. Let's go down to the dining hall, click on our lever. Oh, it may have been actually. Add a new task. Pull the lever. Do it now. There we go. Up to the surface. Let's watch it close. Please don't close it while there's somebody standing on it. That would be very annoying. Don't. Unless it's the Etin, in which case, do it. Is it pulled? It's got to be pulled, right? Lock that fucker in. Come on. What are we doing? I'm pretty sure it's not hooked up. Yeah. No. It's not hooked up yet. The lever's there, the bridge is there, but the hookup is not there. Oh. Oh my goodness. The Hillocks of Hame Trades has been founded nearly a day's travel to the southwest and looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. Oh, well, seems like it might be a little bit misguided, but okay. Ah, dear, oh dear. Is the Etin too large to get atom smashed? Well, we don't have anything that we could atom smash it with, unfortunately, Druidsmead. It's a bit of a moot question. Sergeant Indy is going to be potentially overflowing with customers from the Dwarf Fortress Scoundrel viewers for this Christmas. Potentially. Although I'm not entirely sure how many of my viewers are in or around Tacoma City, Washington State, United States of America. I'm imagining it's probably the guy who runs the shop who sent me the mug. And maybe nothing else. But I'm sure they will tell me if someone goes into the shop and says, the scoundrel sent me, they will let me know. Which would be good. Soon, I've been told that he's already shipped off a set of custom dice as well. I've got store-branded dice on the way. So much as they're going to be harder to advertise with because they're smaller, I think they'll be nice. They'll be good for making decisions on stream, for sure. That's true. You can get Magic the Gathering card deliveries in the mainland US. That's very true. That's very true. That is an option. Right, okay, where were we? We were watching this Etin slowly chew its way through our entire fortress. We're on 76 adults, so we've lost quite a few. Well, I believe there is, but I don't have the link, unfortunately. You're going to have to Google Tacoma Games. That one crucial link in the marketing chain is missing. We have the promotional material, we have the promoter, we have the promoted. We just don't have that crucial ligament, that little bit of marketing tissue between the two that would allow it to become a perfectly organised machine. But there you go. I mean, that's just the nature of this stream, isn't it? Just the nature of this stream. We do everything as best we can, but it's always shit. Okay, where were we? Oh, God, I'm procrastinating now. I don't want to unpause. It's so close to the traps, but yet so far. I don't know why I made a Wookiee noise there. Let's undo the bloody thing then. We're going to just have to try and hope that one of these waves of stupid dwarves charging in is going to... or charging in and out is going to actually trigger a run round the corner where he will get done by the traps. No, don't walk out, don't walk out! Come back. There's a juicy llama in it for you. Yes. Chase my llama. Yes! Fuck you, Etin. Oh, let's check his real name out so I can fuck him or fuck her or just give him a fuck you to their real name. Fuck you, Nabreth Tarasalir Okosh Ann. How'd you like that? Hmm? That make both your heads spin? I don't know why moving the fingers around increases the intensity of the insult, but it should do. I think you know what I'm doing with those, Etin. And I know you've got two heads, not two arseholes, but still. In fact, they're just going in at that angle. Okay. That got very, very graphic very quickly, and I think I should probably backpedal or we're going to get in trouble. Excuse me. So glad I'm up. This stream is mature. Okay, so we can get rid of the alert if I haven't already. I have. Brilliant. And unpause the action, and we no longer need to fret over our little Etin intruder. Fuck you, Mr. Etin. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make an animal stockpile over here in which we can store our little Etin. How does that sound? Sounds pretty good to me. There we go. Like a little sacrificial waiting pad. It's nice. 68 deaths. Oh. That... I mean... That's just so close, so short. So short. Ironically enough, it says the door has no traps, just the scoundrel did it. Did it? Did I get an alert saying there were no traps? That's weird. Anyway, let's get everybody buried. Hopefully they'll get in there. Look at that. After the Etin disappears, the frame rate shoots back up to 80. Blimey, it was going down pretty low last time. Right, everybody get out, grab the corpses, grab all the gear on the floor. Is Fuzzy still alive? Oh, Fuzzy, where are you? Are you still alive? Let's sort... I'm just in Dwarf Therapist at the moment. Just give me a second. Sorting by has nickname. We still have 21 nicknamed dwarfs. Unfortunately, 3 of those are vampires. Fuzzy's still alive. Ah. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Beautiful. Ah, we've got it. Wait, we still have infections? Okay. I think what we should do then is think about building a hospital. Although the temple is still there to be done and lagging behind, frankly. Oh look, we still got a load of baby llamas. Baby llama, stop it, stop it. There we go. That's better. I've becalmed myself. Let's see them move those cages in there. That's good. Do any of these have the Etin in? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Does it say? Doesn't say. Maybe we need to make a justice zone. I forget how to get the cages in there. I thought it was an animal stockpile that did it, but they seem to just be putting cages in. Oh, the mayor has mandated the construction of certain goods. Have they? Let's have a look, Kogan. What do you want? What are you doing? Large gems. Oh, I can put an order in for that. JMQGEM. Make a large... Oh. Brass gem? Huh. What? Make a large rock gem. Or maybe we could take the piss and really just give the vampire a wooden gem. Sort of like, well, we were going to make a stake, but we decided not to. Ah, sorry. We'll make a rock gem just to keep him happy. There we go. I say keep him happy. He's probably miserable as all fuck already. You have to make an animal stockpile, yes. Okay. Good, good, good. Hello, Archimedes. Welcome back. I have a breach in my wall. Oh, let's have a little look. No, it's just not finished. It's just not finished yet. We haven't actually constructed the wall. Sadly, we appear to have blocked off access to the bit of the wall we're building, so meh. But can I construct a ramp there, or is that not possible? Build. Where is it? I'm sure there's a stairs thing in the build menu. Is it C? Constructions? Ramp. I could put an upstairs there, couldn't we? Let's try that. Can we do... If I do... that. Okay. And then that. We'll see if that works as a method for filling in. Fingers crossed. I don't... Oh, they can get in there. They can definitely get in there because they're hauling cages. That one looks heavy. Has that got the Etin in? Oh, we need to look at the Etin's equipment as well. It had a butler. There he is. Or she is, rather. In a walnut wood cage. Surprising that a wooden cage holds it, but fair enough. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to live with that. Okay, let's have a look at the items, because clearly they brought some with us. Okay. Beguiled clearing, the fondled friends. A bronze bow. Hello. Nekolstistash. Where is the one that it had? The Rulerson, that's one. Estutatek, that's one. Scepters. It was fighting with scepters. Why is that? Okay, these are the ones we've all built at the bottom. The People and Beyond. The Rip of Stockades. The Tan Heart, we had that. Ninershibus. Ratbone Right Gauntlet. I don't know which ones came from the thingy. Which ones were did the Etin bring in? I think it's these two at least, right? The Applewood Scepter and a cherrywood opal scepter. Let's take a little look in there. It's worth 26 grand. Fray combats, an applewood scepter. Does it have any kills? It does. 7 notable kills. Elite, you're dead. We'll have to give you another dwarf. And 6 other unknowns. And then 2 llamas. Huh. Okay. So, interesting. This is an applewood scepter. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with cushion white opal cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of swordfish bone. It's pretty cool, but I don't think any of our guys are going to be able to use it in the in combat. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a pretty good weapon for us. Let's have a look at Rulasson again. What's this one all about? 14 grand. The submerged gravel, a cherry opal scepter. We shall claim it immediately and take a look at its description. Oof, 16, including buckshot brigade, shock treatment, rando 303, and beardster. Oh dear, all taken out. And then of course 2 llamas, 4 dogs, and apparently 1 dog and 1 dog. Fair enough. This is a cherry opal scepter. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. This object is adorned with hanging rings of alder and menaces with spikes of loon bow. Well, I mean, we've claimed it. It's ours. Let's have a quick look. This steel warhammer, I believe. Nope, we've claimed that already. We've seen that one. Ratbone gauntlet. Claim that one, please. There we go. Escort Mire. What do you look like? This is a large rat-blown right gauntlet. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with cow horn. Okay. 3 dwarves killed with that one, and a cat. Oh man, it's a pussy slayer. A rat-bone pussy slayer. That's sounds like an album of a sort of like 80s crust punk type outfit. Large cowbone helm. We've looked at that one, haven't we? Yeah, it's cack. Spikes of smoky quartz. Ugh. Let's have a look at the fondled friends. What is this boy about? 32,000. Beguile clearing. The fondled friends. Let's claim it. It's ours. This is a bronze bow. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with reindeer bone and encircled with bands of oval brown zircon cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of water buffalo bone. Very nice. Very nice. Can artifacts break, says Joseph Rue. I don't think so. I think that is what is so good about artifact armor. It just doesn't break. So, I could be wrong. I believe we may have other experts in the chat. I say other experts. We may have some experts in the chat who understand what's going on. But I am not one of them, unfortunately. Let's have a look down here. Beardster says they went down in glory. That's true. A gory glory, in fact. I mean, you were probably... Statistically, it's very likely that one or both of your hands exploded into gore. So, you know, it was spectacular at the very least. Artifacts are indestructible. Artifact doors and floodgates are particularly prized. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Indestructible doors and gates. Very good. There's a very good, probably out of print, Call of Cthulhu supplement by Pagan Publishing called Of Keys and Gates. It's got three scenarios in it, and I remember all 3 of them being great fun. Just in case anyone wants to look out for that. Just in case anybody else loves a bit of the old Call of Cthulhu. Let's have a look at the People and Beyond. I've not seen this before. It's only worth 620. This is a Lynx parchment scroll. The rollers are made from selenite. Written on the item is a chronicle entitled The People and Beyond, authored by Asno Hoofrates. It concerns the League of Beards. Oh, hello. Overall, this is a terrible compilation of information. The work has 3 chapters. The first chapter covers the rise of the giant dingo, Enter clans, as an enemy of the League of Beards in 323. The second chapter covers the rise of the narrow horror necrotombs, the Murky Skull, as an enemy of the League of Beards in the early autumn of 337. The third chapter covers the rise of the goblin Ozud Kindling Poison, the Untamed Waves, as an enemy of the League of Beards in the early spring of 843. Very nice. The League of Beards. We should encourage them to visit, even if they do write shitty records. We've seen The Lovely Pregnancy, The Butcher of Beeches, Wilt Crevice, The Party of Breath, Jade Orthard, and Eniron. The Dogbone Crossbow. We do seem to be getting a fair amount of ranged weapons coming out of our dwarves lately. Very nice. Right, well, we've reclaimed all the artefacts that were dropped by the Etin. Hopefully they'll be retrievable from it and we won't lose someone in the process. What next? What next? Well, we've got our vampires all... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think we've got 4 vampires in the fortress and there appear to be 3 vampires currently in our little vampire holding area. So I'm going to do a little bit of reconnaissance. Those of you in darkened rooms watching this on a screen... Squint your eyes, we're about to go to a mostly white screen. You ready? Okay. Good. Here we go. Bingo! We're in there. So, let's have a look at our vampires. We've got Schmeliork, Vamp, and Vampo. And we also have Kogan. I don't know who's who. I'm just going to do a quick mouse over. Schmeliork, Kogan, and Vamp are currently inside the prison. But Vampo... unfortunately is not, which means if we go back over here, what I will do is I'll go into my boroughs, we'll look at Vampland, we shall add citizens to the borough, is that right? C? Yep, and we want Vampo. Where's, oh, whoa, 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 lads, calm down. Where's Vampo? Show me Vampo. Hopefully his nickname will show and he's not still living under an assumed name. We've had that as a problem before. I'm seeing Macho, Druids Mead, Curso, NATO, Jeb is back, Schmeliork, Vamp, there we go, 2 of those already in there. Erdim, huh, apparently, oh no, Fuzzy Logic is alive, sorry, it was someone else who died. Cupo's still alive, Perilous is still alive. I'm not seeing Vampo anywhere, this is a bad sign, means they're probably living under an alias. Panzerbeard, okay. Cog, Red Ruino, Ayland, Orchimedes, exonerated, although we may well be picking his case back up again. Johnny 6, Macho 44 again. Druids Mead, we've already seen Druids Mead, gone all the way through. Shit, that's why he's not in there. He's currently hiding. Currently hiding. The Etin had 3 artifacts, Joseph, 3. Which is pretty impressive, I would say. But not the most exciting. Not the most exciting. More vicious literature with pink place implications. I'm pretty sure we'll find some. No doubt the next traders will be bringing on a lot of very politically charged sex manuals. It might have named the weapons itself after getting kills. Ah, okay. So I assumed only artifacts were named. So maybe they're not artifacts. Maybe they're just named weapons. But we can... We can always put them on display, couldn't we? Make some pedestals for people to walk past. Right, so how do we find this goddamn vampire? How do we find it? We've got Schmeliork. It's Vampo we want to find. I'm just mousing over them in Dwarf Therapist, having a little look. Siege Engineer. Okay, let's sort and see how many Siege Engineers we've got in the fortress. Ah, I see. Clever move. Clever move, scoundrel. Well done. Vampo should be in with the Siege Engineers. Where are you, Vampo? There you go. Ah, we have 2 Siege Engineers in the fortress. Excellent. One of them is called Mebzuth and the other one is Vampo. So we need to go down this list and look for Siege Engineers who are not called Mebzuth. In fact, if I search, can I search for Erdim? You naughty, naughty boy, trying to hide from us, trying to hide from the Inquisition. It's not going to work, sir. It's not going to work, Erdim. It's not going to work at all. So you're been assigned to... Oh, actually, are they... We should also assign... Is it... There's only 3 of them assigned to that thing. So if I go back in there, back into Vampland, Citizens, we've got... Where are we? Where are we? Come on. Who's assigned to this borough? There we go. Schmeliork, Vamp, and Erdim, who is Vampo, which means Kogan Nanimber is still at large, or at least not assigned to this thing. So if I just do a search, K-O-G, please tell me that Kogan... There we go, the mayor. Excellent. We know it's you. We know it's you, Kogan. You're going in. Kogan the Vamparian. Okay, so we will unlock this door. No doubt lose a couple of dwarves as all the vampires flock out. There goes one. There goes two. Okay, we're going to lose 2 dwarves. They're going to be found drained of blood. We're going to lose 3. No, there's still one sitting in the room. Oh, wait. No, they should stay in there, right? They don't need to be on alert to stay in their burrow, do they? Where have they gone? Maybe they can't find anyone to drink from. Come on. Hey, we've got one back in. Got 2 vampires in there. Someone's carrying a corpse out of the building for some reason. The graveyard's that way, sir. Past the dining hall. They're all in. They're all in. Who have we got? We've got Shmeliork. We've got the outpost liaison. For fuck's sake. Sarvesh. Can we ban anybody? Can we, like, expressly forbid people from coming into a burrow? That might be a good idea. Let's click C. Change selection, enter, add to burrow. Ugh. Bum, bum, bum. It's never easy, is it? It's never easy. What the hell is that? I think that's a polar bear man, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we've got Shmeliork. We've got this guy who's not even supposed to be there. We've got Vamp. Kogan the mayor. Come on, people. Okay, the liaison's leaving. Why are they all leaving? Okay, right, I'm going to disable all jobs for the vamps. I'm going to make sure none of the vampires have anything else to do other than hang out in their little burrow until their execution date. How about that? Does that sound like fun? Not for them, obviously, but for us, sounds like a good old willy tingle. That's not a good way to put it, is it? That's a very strange way to behave, scoundrel. Stop it. There we go, there's another one at the top. Sorry, I'm in Dwarf Therapist at the moment, just gazing at numbers and squares. Everything will be fine, though. I'll take a look at chat in a moment. I hear you chitty-chatting away. Right, they no longer have any things. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hello, Clay Cree. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, rather. How's the vampire housing going? Ugh, poorly, poorly. We're trying to get them in place, but they're just not doing it. If you want the vamps in a room, draft them to a squad and have that squad stationed in there. That's a good point. We can do that as well. Let's go back to the military screen. We have the oceanic ropes for this very purpose. Kogan is staying in there. Sorry. We also want to put Vamp in, who is now living under their real name, apparently. Vamp. There he is. And then the other guy was Vampo, who was the siege engineer, weren't they? S-I-E... Oh. Okay. Apparently they're living under their real name now. Lancers of Gilding can cancel that order. Thank you very much. We don't need that. Even probably a bit unnecessary to cancel it because they are all dead. Oceanic Ropes, I want you to be stationed here. Against the back wall. Thank you very much. In you go. Oh, of course, everybody leaves the room. That makes perfect sense. Oh, liaison.
I can scarcely believe the good news. I have some recommendations.
No, we're going to be saying flattering, but we'd rather maintain our distance from the homeland until we're at least a little bit better set up. Thank you very much. Turns out the outpost liaison turned up without any traders, which I find a little bit disappointing, but oh well. Stop leaving your prison. What part of prison do you not understand? Kogan the mayor. Can we chain them up without them committing a crime? Maybe if I get the justice screen going, we could get them trained up in there relatively straightforwardly. Okay, 3, 4. Is that them all? Shmeliork. Kogan. Oh, God. Vampo and Erush. Erush isn't the one, is he? Erush is not the one. No. Shmeliork, Kogan, Vamp and Vampo. So Shmeliork, Kogan. Vampo, and Erish. We want Vamp. Where is Vamp? Show me Vamp. God, this is even more ball-busting than the bloody Etin was. There's Vamp. Mebzuth, the siege engineer. That's our Vampo. Kogan, the mayor. Schmeliork, and... So that's not Vampo. Oh, yeah, that's the other siege engineer. Well, they may have to come out of here as soon as, right? Because otherwise, problems. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, who's this in here? A human maceman. You know what? You went in the vampire room, you stay in the vampire room. Boom, you're done. Vampires segregated. Let's check our positions out. Okay. Asmel Tour Time wants to turn up to fight monsters. I think we're going to need as many monster hunters as we can lay our hands on. So let's just say yes. Right. Vampires sealed in. Trying to get out. But it's not happening. You're staying there. Thank you very much. Good. Good. Oh, what is all this? Why have we got bloody miasma in the doorway? Is it llama corpses? It's llama corpses. Is the corpse stockpile full? Not even close. Not even close. It's got like a couple of corpses in it, and that's about it. Don't tell me we've run out of bloody coffins already. Oh, it's because people are burying cats in them. Fuck's sake. Okay, can we build more coffins? Nope, we cannot. We need to build some. So JMQ coffin. Make me some rock coffins. That'll be lovely. And I reckon we should probably order up 200 of the fuckers because, frankly, we're going to need one for every dwarf in the fort. There we go. Better check my noble screen. Hope you haven't lost any nobles. Oh, God, we're another bookkeeper down. This is getting silly. We're running through bookkeepers like Spinal Tap goes through drummers. Let's see if anyone's got any skills for it. Oh, well, there is a clerk. Zutan the clerk. Let me just check Zutan Sibrek Kabir is not some kind of beastly vampire in therapist. Zutan. Oh, apparently Zutan isn't even their real fucking name. Oh, Zuthan. Z-U-T-T. There we go. What are you? What do you do? What's your purpose? You are a clerk, and that is it. You have no other skills. Well, you appear to have turned up at just the right time, Zatan. You are going to be a clerk. There we go. What? No, not Red Rubble. What the fuck? Ugh. There we go. Thank God for that. Panzerbeard the broker. We don't have a chief medical dwarf, but that's okay. We don't have a hospital, so there's not much use for a chief medical dwarf. We've got a manager with some requirements. The bookkeeper's got requirements for some reason, but the bookkeeper should have inherited an office, right? Let's just give it a second. No, apparently not. Let's have a little look through our offices and see if we've got a bookkeeper one. Granite Throne, current owner, nobody. Manager. Broker, mayor. Okay, so this is going to be the bookkeeper's office then, it would appear. Current owner, assigned chair. There's Zuthan the bookkeeper, and we'll auto allocate this to the bookkeeper. Oh, it was already on. Intriguing. Never mind though, we'll let it play. We'll let it play out. Okay, so we're down to 71 adults, 21 children, and 4 vulnerable babies. But, you know what? I feel like there are fewer pressures driving us down into the problem space. So I think we're going to be safer for a bit. Let's have a look here. We've got some dead dogs and llamas in the hallway. Do they need dumping? Mangled corpse, rotten stray war dog. No, we just need more coffins. That's what it's all about. Have we built any? BN. Nope, no coffins. Tell me we have still got a mason. Oh yeah, we've still got 2 good masons. We've got Fuzzy and everyone. It's all good. Let's head down to the masonry floor and see how it works out. If we go down there, I'm sure we'll get some news. There's the crafts floor. Here's the mason's floor. Boy, that's a lot of beds. Have we... It would appear our miners have decided not to dig out that side for some reason. Sure. There we go. We've got a few rooms dug out, so we can put some beds in. Build bed. Here we go. Bed, 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 bed. Keep going over. There we go. Bed, bed. Some beds down here as well. Probably going to need some doors as well to turn these into actual rooms. No, not there, not there. We don't need 2 beds in 1 room. That's wildly extravagant. Now some doors. It seems like we've got a lot of doors. We're all good. Excuse me burping and hiccuping and coughing here. How rude of me. There we go. Door in there. Lovely. Okay, that's all good. We've got some bedrooms being formed. I would like to get rid of these dog corpses, please. That would be very handy. I'm just going to check my orders and make sure we're not overworking our masons. Prepare food, milking, cheesing, brewing, mugs, wooden bin, wooden bookcase, rock coffin. Oh, they've made 2 of them already. Let's go and place those bad boys down in the mausoleum. Build burial receptacle. There we go. We'll pop them where? Hello? Needs coffin. Okay. Sure. Let's try again. Build. Coffin. That's how it's done. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, let's have another look at chat. The digging might be outside the burrow restrictions. Ah, yes, that would have explained closing it off. Oh, I'm planning the coffins out. I am. They're all going in this room. That's the extent of my plan. Let's press P to look at the petitions. Ithev Plansley. Coming to eradicate monsters. Coming to eradicate. Which is what we want, really. I mean, our biggest problem so far has been monsters. I say monsters, I mean monster. Holy shit, it's 2:30. I am going to have to go and get the kids from school in a minute. Although I could check to see if Kel is willing to do the school run. We'll have a little look. Let me just place some more coffins and then we'll get on with it. Blimey, I didn't realise the time. Oh, look at this. We get loads of coffins. Gorgeous. Too gorgeous. There we go. Oh, settle down there. I seem to have placed the coffin in that corridor. We've run out. Remove. Thank you. There we go. That's better. They're churning them out pretty bloody fast, aren't they? Oh, for fuck's sake, we didn't link up the drawbridge. What vile force of darkness is this, then? Let's have a little look. I'm not seeing anything on the screen edge. Is anyone else? Oh, it's gobbos. Look, there they are. Fucking gobbos. Brilliant. Well, let's pause the action here. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. It's been a pleasure streaming for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Cliffhanger.